We're live. Hi, guys. Welcome back to Wrasslin Talkos podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Franco.
I'm the other host, Nick.
And I am the longest reigning guest here, Tie-Fi. Oh, goodness. I'm still thinking population. Oh, my
And
God.
our special guest today is none other than the world heavyweight champion, Rebel Edge.
Yay.
What's up? What's up? How y'all doing? Y'all doing good?
Pretty good.
I've heard a lot of things from Wrasslin Kingdom.
Yes.
This is a place to be. It's a podcast, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Warp Nation, light it up, baby! Woo!
What the hell are you doing here?
Brooklyn Harper sent me that. She told me you couldn't do this alone and that you needed someone with actual talent to be on the show. So
What?
I'm here, baby. Woo! Hell yeah!
When did he get here?
Where'd you come from?
Oh, I've been here all day.
You see,
All day.
this is a problem. He's a stalker. He's been.
Whoa.
You know what? I was at the mall. I think when I ran into you, and he was following me, wasn't he? And you know what? I think I saw him today. Dude, you're just a bona fide stalker.
Whoa. How's that possible if I've been here all day?
Who are you stalking, us?
Not really. Actually, I didn't even know you guys even lived here.
Well.
He's a creeper. We've got a creeper.
I mean, introduce him to Manny.
Anyway.
That's kind of scary. And that's kind of sad.
Ouch.
I guess, what's your name again?
Damian Rourke.
Damian Rourke.
Damian Rourke.
Rourke.
Rourke. You gotta say it with class.
Well,
Rourke.
in Rogue, we know him as just a loser, so don't worry about it. You know, he's,
Ooh, last time.
floor mat, and, one, if anything, he's the one in charge of cleaning championship belts, our Rogue World Championship belt. So whenever you want to clean it, you can do that.
You're ready to walk into the house, there's some wagon on
Yeah, apparently.
Ooh, ouch.
Yeah. I didn't know
Well, I don't
you were
get
doing
paid to clean.
Well, I didn't know you were working for a temp agency or,
Ouch.
maid
I'm
service.
here getting paid to do this.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You get paid a hell of a lot more than he is.
I guess that weird intro, where do you want to begin? We really don't have any questions to prepare for you, honestly.
We had one that was on the thing.
We did, I'll bring that up later.
Oh, that one.
Let's start from the beginning.
All right.
How'd you get into wrestling?
Well, ever since I was younger, what was it? It was with the Blanchards. Tully Blanchard. They used to come down to the Memorial Coliseum, and man, you know what? I was all about wrestling. My father used to take me. My father and my uncle, they used to take me, and my cousin, and we used to go over there every single time to see Wahoo McDaniel, Scott Casey, Evan Putski, and we went so much that Joe Blanchard knew me. He was like, "Hey, Polo, you made it just in time," and it was something that when I saw them, and then I saw the Von Erichs, and Kerry was my favorite, and I remember when they took me, they were like, "Gosh, we're gonna sit in the front row," and I was like, "I can't wait." And then Kerry was fighting Kamala, and they had not a guardrail, they had this little rope, and I was like, "Kamala's gonna eat me. No, I don't even want to. No." So me and my cousin started crying because we wanted to sit up there, and and I don't know how much they spent, but that caught me. That caught me, and I was hooked. So from that moment on, in my family, we have, maybe about 30 grandchildren. So I have like 30 cousins. Just man, wrestling was our life. It was our way. I mean, in school and whatever, we were wrestling, and that's what it was about. And then, I started thinking about it after I finished school, and I was like, cool, I really want to go into this. And they were having a superstar show. It was a WWF, and I remember going with one of my good friends who also used to wrestle with us, and I saw Kurt Hennig, and I was like, let's go talk to him. You know, he's not doing anything right now. He had his black. He was doing a commentary, but he had his black jacket on with perfect behind. And I was like, let's go. And of course, my friend kind of just freaked out, and so I said, Mr. Henning, and he was like, kind of like looked at me like, oh, he wants a picture. I have a camera. So I was like, you know, it's just a pleasure to meet you. And, you know, I've been a big fan. And he was like, oh, thanks, you know. You want an autograph? And I was like, no. I wanted to ask you a question. You know, how do you get into the wrestling business? And he was like, he looks at me and he's like, I'm going to be real serious with you. You know, it takes a lot. It's hard. People think it's easy, but it's not. So many people have tried to transition into it. And I was like, okay. And then he goes, you're not very tall. So it's even harder. So you're going to have to work on it. And you need to understand that. And so I was like, yes, sir. I was just soaking it in. I was like, wow, this guy's actually talking to me. You know? And it's Kurt Hennig, Mr. Perfect. And then he told me, he goes, you got to work hard. But be careful with this business. You can't trust everybody. And then he goes, hold on. And so I was like, okay, cool, you know. And he went and he called someone, and in goes Jim Ross. Now, I'll tell you, Kurt Hennig was amazing as far as Jim Ross is concerned. I don't know what his problem was. I didn't ask to work for the WWF. I just asked, you know, what steps do I take to get into this business? And he just looked at me and he says, go to college, and walked away. And from that point on, I'm like, you're supposed to be this professional, this guy who has been looked upon, and I've seen him for a long time. And he goes, you know, I don't know if it was just he was having a bad day or whatever, but that left an impression. And when people tell you, you know what, screw you, kid, oh, it drove me even more. So years later, I ran into Coco Beware, and Coco Beware was one of the coolest cats. He was like, man, we spoke for about 30 minutes, and he was just really into, you got the heart, you got the passion, you got the build. Man, we can bring you here. Come on, go with me to Florida. Go with me to Memphis. I'll train you. And I'm like, I'm in college right now, you know. And I was going the college route, but I was like, I wanted it. And then those years later, mixed martial arts, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Muay Thai kickboxing, Vale Todo, Keto, a little bit of Taekwondo. But it never left me. It never left me. I've rolled, you know, and people said, man, we want for you to start getting into tournaments with us for MMA. And it was like, you know, I love the art. But wrestling had me. And it told a story. It said, wow, you know, it gives a lot more to many people. And that's what hooked me in. And I said, okay, I'm gonna pursue this. And finally I was blessed. I was given that break and you know, fighting in the American Bank Center for the very first time. It was an honor. And then things just started to steamroll. And now we're here, you know, the road 2-time champion. I'm proud of it. You know, I go in there every single day. I'm working at it. So that's got me to where we are now.
Really good promo.
It's so exciting.
We got 2 guests now. So, how'd you get into wrestling? Or,
who cares?
Okay.
Because
Oh, dang.
you know what? Who invited you? One thing you need to know, I don't like this guy. You know, he's one of the corporate. I'm not even going to call him a suit because he can't even afford one. All right, but I'm going to call him the corporate gesture. He's an idiot. He was a referee.
Wow.
Okay, he's a rogue official.
I don't even get the opportunity to explain my story.
Oh, okay,
Wow.
go ahead and explain your stupid story. Go.
Fair enough.
I'm already annoyed. I'm already annoyed.
Man, no wonder this guy.
Go ahead. Just spit it out.
This guy always has a bad time with the company.
Bad time with the company. Look at the dorks that I have to do.
Well, the whole entire story starts with me. It's 12 years, actually. It's nothing like Rebel Edge's story. We actually saw a poster up for a show one day. It was Rogue Exile 2014. Yeah, 2014, I believe. And I wanted to work wrestling so damn bad. I wanted to be a wrestler so bad, but I knew to myself, no skills. I had no background. I had no training. No nothing. I only knew one wrestler. I knew, you know what? This is an opportunity I can't pass up. So the first thing I did was during a half show, went straight to the back and I demanded I wanted to see the promoter. I wanted to meet the owner. Please, by all means. Met with the owner and I asked them, hey, is there anything you need me to do? I'll do it for free. No pay, nothing at all. They looked at me and they go, we want you to go tighten the ropes. I go, okay. Quickly tighten the ropes. And stupid me trying to be a show-off. I try to get out of the ring, I slide under the ropes, and I hit the back of my head on the mat. Some people would laugh, but I would go, damn, so this is how it feels.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is why he is not a real good. Back to his story.
Ooh. I am signed yet. So, got a phone call from the company saying, hey, we need an official, we need a referee. I told myself, well, it's not what I wanted, but if I got to get there, it's what I need to do. So I started out as an official, so that happened for a good 3 to 4 years. So an opportunity arose. Due to infrastructures such as Johnny Xavier, as you know, had made his miraculous return to the company due to him filming a movie. I was asked by Brooklyn Harper, hey, we need a commentator. Are you up for it? I said, hell yeah. Did not have time to prepare, had no idea what to do. And my first night inside the ring, not even wearing stripes. Went off from the bat.
Let me interject there. As much as I do, and I do talk about you, he did, and I will give him props. I'm gonna give him props. He went out there and he made the crowd hate him, and that is really easy to do because look at him. I mean, come on, he was stalking me and you guys. I don't know where he came from. I'm just.
Wait. Now I remember seeing you at the mall. Now I remember. You were one of the mannequins.
I give you mad props.
Man.
Thank you, because I have chiseled looks. Thanks.
Because like all mannequins, it's easy to just replace the championship. You can put a championship on any mannequin.
Oh yeah, you can, but it doesn't look good if it's on a dork or a doofus like yourself, right?
I don't really look at myself as a mannequin. I look at myself as a statue.
Hey, haven't I dropped, even when you were a rogue official, didn't I drop you on your head? Like,
actually, you broke my arm.
I broke your arm. You want me to break the other one?
Cute. You also broke Xavier's neck.
I so did. Well, the thing is, this is something you'll never understand because you're not a warrior. Okay? When you step into the 6 sides of fury, you need to understand it's a war being waged. Something you probably don't know anything about because you just like to run your mouth. So, next time, just pay attention, look, and learn never to ever step in the 6 sides of fury. Continue to be Brooklyn Harper's court gesture or whatever you are, janitor, whatever such. But as far as fighting in the 6 sides of fury, kid, don't say anything, or I'll pull that stupid. I don't know what it is, but it's just annoying me. Did you steal that hat because it still has a hook that you hang on? Whatever.
You put your teeth on it?
He does. I think it's a keychain. You have a keychain, but you don't have any keys on it. It makes absolutely no sense. Is that a fashion statement?
Giving me by my grandfather. But thank you for the lack of respect, as usual, from Rebel Edge.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, back to the whole entire breaking my arm bit. Funny. I I remember you being so angry that you got knocked the hell out by Beast with brass knuckles, which is the reason why he took out all his anger on me. I always remember you, Rebel Edge, always be a sore loser.
What an idiot. So if I hit you with some brass knuckles right now, will it knock you out and just shut you up?
Not really. I've taken a lot of hits and I've still got hell, I'm still here.
Gosh, you remind me of a cockroach. You're never going to be like. I can raid you all you want, and you're never going to be like.
It's gonna take a hell of a lot more than just a mouth just to get rid of me.
I don't like this guy.
You got another question? Do you have any questions? Oh. No?
Sorry.
It's okay. That was a good one. That was a good one.
Yes.
So you're a two-time world champion.
Yeah. The very from the inception, they had the Total Chaos Gauntlet, and there was 8 warriors. And when the smoke cleared, the Road World Championship was brought out, and out of that, I fought 3 matches. And actually, I fought against one of my brothers from the Road World Cross. And if you've ever seen Vision Cross, man, he's big, menacing. I mean, UFC fighter. He's amazing. It was hard, and for me to fight him, that's something that they don't get with a Road Horseman. They're like, oh man, you know what? You're gonna lay down for each other. You're not gonna fight each other. No, it's a competitive. That's one thing that they've always taught us. And me and Cross were brothers. He's no longer with the company, but the fact of the matter is this: when you step into the 6 Sides of Fury, it's a war. It doesn't matter who you're fighting. And I won it at the first Total Chaos, and then we fast forward to Total Chaos 5. They changed the gauntlet because the first time it was more like a tournament gauntlet. This time it was more like a kind of like a Mortal Kombat gauntlet style. So now, if you start and you keep going, but if you lose, that person takes over. Well, I took over and I fought 4 matches, and I fought all the way to go up against Chaos, who's been a rival of mine. Not only did I take his championship, but I took his alliance. And I found out it was one of a good friend of mine who was no longer with us. That's his brother. And right now, there's just things that we need to iron out. I don't know why he did what he did, or what's his problem. Try to reach out. It's not I don't know. I just don't know. But February 24th, I got something for you. Okay, February 24th, Total Chaos 6. I am still the champ. I am the Road World Champ, and now, for the first time ever, I don't have to fight through this gauntlet. I am standing at the very end. So now I challenge, rogues coming out and they're talking about, they're whining, they're crying, and they're complaining. I want to be the Road World Champion, and it's a new era. Well, you know what? Climb that ladder. Run by run by run by dang run. And when they get to the top, I'm going to chunk their ass off. Their head's going to hit that canvas, and they're going to feel the red rage. I encourage them. Come and bring it. I've always said what I've done, and when I get in that 6 Sides of Fury, I give it my all, and that's why I am the Road World Champion. But I've got some comp tickets for you guys.
Yes.
So I really want to see you all there. So I've got boom, Mr. Bad Boy. There you go,
Mr.
Bad Boy. Yeah, there you go.
Look at her shirt. It looks like Post Malone. Honestly.
Really
I'm barely realizing that.
And I've also, because I know your fan base is the best in the business.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what I'm thinking. I'm gonna give you 2 tickets. You give them out to me, your fan base.
We can add it into that raffle that we have going on.
That's right.
Raffle.
That's
We
right.
could do a new raffle also next week. We'll
Yeah.
decide later on.
There we go. See?
Who's in that match?
In the gauntlet, it's Johnny Xavier, the self-proclaimed the savior of the six sides. We have Sledge from Youngblood. Then we have Loyoka. Then we have Blade Lawson. Let me see if I'm forgetting. Of course, I'm forgetting anybody. Ronan Brooks from Youngblood. And then you've got, then I sit on the top. So we're going to see. Now, if you've never ever been to a Total Chaos, we don't know who's going to come out because it's based upon the Rogue Simulator. Now, if you've never been, you will. The Rogue Simulator will show, it'll go like boom, 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 pops up one warrior, and it'll pop up the other warrior. They go at it, that person wins. Rogue Simulator goes on. So none of the warriors know who they're going up against. And you know, I would be remiss to say that they are going to have a Fury match, but the Fury match is I think a warrior comes in every 2 minutes or whatever the case may be. But they're going to fight. The winner of that one goes to Rogue Nemesis, which would be our next event in March 31st, and they'll be able to go up against the Rogue Darkface champion. You know, so I mean, it's going to be an insane night. And you know what? They call it the Rogue New Era. I've been here from the inception. So, hey, if you want to, I understand. I'm the hunted one. I have a big target. I know they want this. Come and get it. Come and get it. It's either step up or shut up.
I love it.
You know, but yeah, I can't wait. I hope I can see them.
Yeah, I'm usually working Sundays, but I'll try and ask for the day off. And
Maybe
I went to y'all's last show.
Our last show, the one that we had recently was Rogue Uprising.
I went to that one, and took my eye. Ronan caught my eye for sure, and A3.
Oh yeah,
I was surprised he wasn't in the match for the Gauntlet.
Yeah. You know, I've shut him up a lot. You know, I mean, you see, they will ask me, "Oh man, are you rude or whatever? Or, you know, are you disrespectful?" It's not that. I will respect any warrior that steps in the success of Fury. But when you run your mouth and then you're talking about, oh, why shouldn't have been beat? And, oh, then you're just lying. You're not a warrior. You know what I mean? I will say this. Loyoka, when I fought him at Rogue Uprising, I thought he was a warrior. You know, if Youngblood didn't come out, I was going to finish him. But he put up a hell of a fight. Then afterwards, he wants to run his mouth about how, oh, the Rogue Horseman came in, and this. Little does he forget that Youngblood came in and attacked us both. Now, the Rogue Horsemen did come in, but they came in to take care of Youngblood. The fact that Ace put his hand on Dragon, you don't disrespect us when we're in there saving your butt. You don't disrespect us. And it's about that. It's about loyalty and respect. And when it comes down to it, you want to run your mouth and say, oh, this, and you brought my neck, and oh, this, I deserve to be a champion. And, you know, those are just, they're idle threats, empty promises. And they feel entitled. Entitled. I worked my way up to become the Rogue World Champion once. And I did it again for the second time. If you wanted so bad, come and challenge me. I've never in my career have had someone come in and help me because I don't need help. In this business, it's about wins and losses. Have I gotten beat? Yeah, I have. I've lost and I've won. But it's about what you do to be better. To take that loss, you better change up the way you're training, and you better be ready, you better be hungry, you better be driven. And that's exactly why I stand as a Rogue World Champion. And maybe it's not something that these guys realize. Maybe they don't want to work for it. They want to go prior to the offices and say, give me my shot. And that's kind of where AA3's been. And you know what, Ronan? He's good. based upon affiliation. He doesn't have a mind for himself. But I hope he makes it. I would love to take out Ronan. You know what? Let's make it a war. Why? Because the Rogue Nation deserve it. The Rogue Horsemen Outlaws deserve it. That's what they're paying to see. Anything less would be ridiculous. Why come? You know? We bring you the best in sports entertainment. That is bar none the best.
You have a question?
Well, since you grow up watching wrestling and everything, who was your favorite wrestler at the time when you were watching, or still watching at the moment now?
You watch Rumble this weekend?
Are you watching the Rumble this weekend as well too?
Growing up.
Keep your head over there.
Yeah, whoa. Don't get me wrong. Rogue's always been the number one priority. A lot of respect to every other wrestling company in this business. Rogue's been the number one priority. Total Chaos is the number one priority. Now, whatever this Rumble is, by all means, have their fun. Boost your ratings. Have your fans. Come Total Chaos. We're putting on more than just a Rumble. We're bringing chaos. And no, not that masked little freak that this guy unmasked. Bringing everything.
So I
Do
just
we find the brands? Or do you have something against? Do you have something against from what I just said?
I was going to say who was my favorite. Who inspired me to go into this business.
Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't understand a single word you were saying. No, but continue. Go on. Who was your favorite warrior?
It's a little slow. The person I grew up watching was from Texas, Gary Von Erich. And that is someone that I've just, I saw him, and there were things in life that I didn't agree. Once I grew up, I was like, man, so sad. It's sad how things turn, and because once you're in the limelight, you impact so many people. And granted, they're not always going to agree with you. Everyone has a choice. You can love me, you can hate me. You got a choice. But am I watching? Let's see. Maybe.
You gotta watch competition.
Yeah. Well, are they though? Are they? I mean, I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed. And the fact of the matter is, one of the things that I love about the company is we are innovative. We are innovative. Now, some people may say, and you're going to have those smart marks say, you have a six-sided ring like TNA. Okay. Yeah, okay. Exactly. It's Impact. Okay. One, they buried the six-sided ring. And they wanted to go traditional. Until a little company, Corpus Christi, decided to. 2011 was the inception when it was going to be brought. Mr. Harper, not Brooklyn, Mr. Harper had already said, this is what we're doing. This is the direction we're going. For 2 events, I wrestled in this word circle. Then, 2013, the Rogue Six Sides of Fury was born. That company that I just spoke about, they weren't wrestling in a six-sided ring anymore because it was a playpen. It was our attendance and our traction. The attraction to Rogue started catching some fire. There were shots made that little companies trying to profit off of something they originated. Now, I will give them this. They were the innovators at that time. But when you trash it and you throw it, okay, it's gone. But why is it then you mention that and then you want to ask your fans, do you want to bring back the six-sided ring? We have been the only six-sided ring. We have the Rogue Six Sides of Fury in the United States. Mexico has it, and Europe. And Impact has now flip-flopped. And we found out that they do follow. We are our first time in the American Mag Center. We were warned by the big one, the Rumble, that company. They said that if they called up the American Mag Center and said they better not mention it. And that was his thing. He was just wondering. But the thing is, the company does not. It's about innovating. We are the innovators of this business. We do things the way we do them, and I respect that. When you see with AA3, I rep kicked him. We did the first ever show at Bruce Street. I rep kicked him, and I can guarantee you, he had the mark. He had the bruises. His eye was swollen. It's a war. When I fought Loyoka, my arm was bruised. I've had fractured ribs, hyperextended legs. Like my knee just bang. It's dangerous in there. People don't realize it. We put our bodies on the line. It's a war. We take pride in that. I will not down talk anybody because I do respect the art. But at the same token, they need to understand that Rogue is all about doing better than what they did last time. And that goes along with my philosophy. For someone to say, "Oh, I'm the best in the world," that's bullshit. That's bullshit. If you think you're the best in the world, you're ignorant. Every single time you step into that ring, you strive for better. Every single time I step into that Six Sides of Fury, I want to bring more. I want to ignite the fire. I want to push the envelope. There is no I'm the best. In life, it's always about learning and progressing. And that's the way it should be. And that's the way the company has been. Whether I agree with corporate or not, I do give them that. And that's where we stand. We will not view anybody else and say, "Oh, we want to emulate them." No. We're doing what we do. And that's why we go rogue.
Is there any wrestler that takes Rogue they want to face?
Any warrior that I'd want to face in Rogue. Right now, I want to say I have not finished off Loyoka. It wasn't finished. That gets me. When I don't finish the job inside the Six Sides of Fury, and I was close, he says, "Oh no, I was making a comeback." I was about to rev rage him right through the canvas. And it eats at me. It eats at me. Mercer, who was formerly Chaos. I don't know the reason why he haunted me for so long and had this vendetta. So that gets me. Some of the Warriors' disrespect. That gets me. Because they don't truly understand what it is to go into the Six Sides of Fury. Pour your heart and soul into everything that you do. Like yourselves. This isn't an easy task to do a podcast and then get the attention and garner the fan base that you do. It's not easy. But just like those Warriors, and I'm pretty sure you've heard some of the backlash or whatever, you've always got these critics that got to run their mouth, and then they're keyboard warriors, where they're sitting on their sofa saying, well, that sucked. Well, this sucked. Oh, that's not that good. Oh, I could have done it better. Damn it, step up and do it. It goes like this, and I've been saying it. A lot of spineless jagoffs just need to either step up or shut up.
Quite a little. Do you want to add anything? You got in mind?
My job here is to make sure he doesn't start kicking shit around.
That'd be a good podcast, honestly.
Right.
I have another question.
Sure.
What would you tell like the young kids and everything that are like inspiring to be where you're at now? Like how they gave you words of wisdom. What would you give the word of wisdom to them that want to start?
I'm going to say this. Kurt Hennig impacted. He impacted me. And then and Coco B were giving me that opportunity. And it's funny because in a way I do want to thank Jim Ross too. Because I started a program within Rogue called Rogue University. And they're young kids. And we have them young children wrestle each other. And I teach them. How to wrestle. But let me tell you, it's a family. They're a family. They care about one another. And I tell them, in order to be the best in anything that you do, or to progress, or to excel, one, you need to believe it, and you need to go for it. If it's a dream, you make it a reality. It's just that simple. But you have to listen to the mentors that are around. Because, when I did mixed martial arts, I had the best mentors. And I was blessed. And all of them have impacted, and we're all great friends to this day. Because I listened. That made me better at what I do. And so that's something that I tell the Rogue University. And I provide this service because I know if when I was young, I would have loved and would have jumped on that. And some of them to this day tell me, I want to work for Rogue. Like, not in even company, they want to work for Rogue. And they want to be the champion. And I try to instill as much heart and soul. There are ways to doing things. You don't have to be disrespectful. You don't have to shoot rocks at people. But you have to be driven. And the last advice is don't expect anything to be handed to you. Because nowadays everybody has their hand out, and that's the problem that you see. They have their hand out and they want this freebie. Why? How can something function if you always have your hand out? There would be no podcasts. There would be no shows. There would be no movies. There'd be nothing because how can you find something like that? So I told them, don't expect anything for free. You go out there and you work. That's the way I was taught by my grandfather and my Pat. And man, it's a blessing to have these mentors that my father and my mother, they instilled in me. If you want something, you work for it. See, what they don't know about Rebel Legends, I'm a degree. They don't know is I pushed. And you know what? I'm going to be honest. I was the lower half that held up the valedictorian because I was like, you need to stand up strong. But you know what? I pushed. It wasn't an easy task, but I worked. And at the end of the day, I got what I got. And I still follow my dreams. For anyone to say, get your head out of the clouds. You know what? The day you get your head out of the clouds, you might as well stop living. What's the point? You're never going to find true happiness. You just don't try. You have to go out there and try. And that's the best advice. And if they've ever thought about, oh, I want to be a warrior or whatever the case may be, hey, come on over. We'll give you some contact information. They can approach me about joining Road University, and it'll start them up. And we got that, and then we've got a road prospect class as well, and that's for people that want to become lawyers. And you've got to start somewhere. You definitely have to start somewhere. So sometimes you just got to take that leap of faith.
I like that. I like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I honestly wasn't prepared. We're busy all day, so I was
Hey, it happens.
yeah, time to sit down. I mean, you could questions since you're here all day.
He's like, what?
So what are you gonna do? Total chaos. You lose the Road World Championship. What then? Will it end in chaos, or will it end with you shaking the winner's hand?
One. You're not paying attention during this whole podcast. Okay, well, you probably won't. So, anyway, if I lose at Total Chaos, and it's a possibility,
Mm-hmm.
I lose. You got to pick yourself back up in the bootstraps and push forward. You know what I mean? You have to. Well, I have something that I want to address. Someone asked, "Are you all a ripoff of the Four Horsemen?" And you know what? I'm going to tell them exactly what I told them. All right? I said, "Are you a ripoff of the Four Horsemen? Do you follow our product? Do you see our product?" "Well, no, we just know that you call yourselves a horseman." And I'm like, well, okay, let me clarify this. The Four Horsemen love to party, cheat, love to go jet flying, all this stuff, whatever. And they ride limos and everything. If you know the Road Horsemen, we don't do that. We were built because we have always been about, in a car, it's all about horsepower. You need to be a workhorse in this business and continue to keep pushing. I don't care about partying. I don't care about riding in the moon. I have no aspirations to get on some jet. I don't care about any of those things. And the Road Horsemen haven't. It's about this business. It's about the drive. It's about us pushing to be the best, to go out there and give our very best. And if we don't, win or lose, we pick ourselves back up. So to answer your question, Mr. Lord, if I lose it, then you know what? That warrior deserved it that day. It's easy. It's very easy to win the Road World Championship. But how easy is it to hold it? That's a question. I've held it both times for almost a year. I hadn't been beaten. There was no push. You didn't want to push me. You didn't want to knock me off. So what does that say? I wanted last Total Chaos. Well, we're coming up to the next Total Chaos. So it's got to say something. Love me, hate me, say what you want. You can't deny. I am the world champion twice. So I want someone to come and take it from me. I want that fight.
Time to swallow my pride. Damn, that was a good answer.
Thank you very much.
One of my other friends / other podcast
Yes.
host.
Uh-huh.
Yes, question. Where'd you get your name from? You take it from Edge. Rated R.
Here we go.
Superstar.
Oh, let me tell you. Since I was 10, as I said, I love wrestling. I came up with the name Rebel Edge. Then I saw someone debut with the name Edge. I remember, not wrong. And I was thoroughly disappointed and pissed. But you know what? He's on a platform. I was maybe, 13, 14. But I had already came up with a name. Even in the old WWE games, man, I can pull them up and you'll see that name. You know, no disrespect to whatever he's done in his career, but I'm not a fan. I was not impressed. Granted, he's done it. Some people like him. I was not impressed. Still wasn't impressed. I just, if you, I'm going to tell you this. Have you ever seen Rebel Edge fight? Is there any similarities between me and him? No, absolutely not. And that's when you know that someone's biting on someone's name, or someone's saying, "Oh, yeah, I got it from there." What's that guy's name? Your friend.
Raphael.
Okay, so what? Why did he steal a Ninja Turtles name? Did his mom steal that, or did he steal it?
His nickname's actually Robertson.
So okay, okay. So then he took,
Raphael was a given name.
Okay, so then he took a Ninja Turtle and the George Jeffersons and mashed them in. I mean, why are you stealing that? He didn't. I'm pretty sure he didn't. So, I mean, but, one can ask. Now you know the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's simply the dirty truth.
I think the R in rated R stands for Rebel.
Really?
Pretty sure.
I didn't even know that. Now I hate him even more.
You're like, oh.
Really? That's...
Oh, no, I'm saying it's because he did that live sex celebration rated R.
I think I read somewhere. Oh, that celebration.
Yeah, that celebration.
So that was like the most viewed, or highest rated Raw in like in fucking 2 years.
Wow.
2 years, 2 decades.
But really, that's what it... I'm kind of mind blown because I didn't even know that. It's crazy. But now I hate him even more. I was always, Christian, I thought was...
I love him.
My hat's on
Christian...
the podcast now.
Huh?
My hat's on the podcast now.
Oh, man, hey. No, I'm just going to say this. I'm going to say this about Christian. When he went to Impact, man, he did amazing because he was given an opportunity. That's the thing. In companies, they give you the opportunity you ran. You run with it. And you know what? For all intents and purposes, I ran with it. You know what I mean? So I commend him on that. I do commend him on that. And I hate that he had an injury. I hate that Adam had an injury that totally ended his career because nobody deserves that. And that's where, hey, you know what? Even though I didn't like him or I was not a fan of his, that doesn't mean that I don't respect him. Because a lot of people are like, oh, well, man, why are you just hating? No. I respect the work ethic and I respect what he's done. I'm just not a fan. Mm-hmm. It's like you trying to tell me, oh, hey, so are you a fan of Rory? No.
He never is.
And I'm not a fan.
You have defense?
Wow. Hey, I got a lot of fans, to be honest with you. Well, a lot of hating fans. So technically, I would love to meet every single one of them just so I could just to see the hatred in their eyes. God, that's the one thing I love about the Work Nation. Is that they hate me so much.
Wait, did you just say Work Nation?
Work Nation.
Oh, God.
Work Nation.
Work Nation.
Work
Nation. Put it on the t-shirt.
It's basically, isn't it like a rip-off of Rope?
Yeah. Yes.
Better.
Oh, my God.
I mean, it's like, what, 2 letters off?
You know what is... you know what? You know who his biggest fan is? The person in the mirror. It's himself.
Damn straight.
Yeah.
You gotta be your biggest fan, though, honestly. You gotta be your biggest fan.
Yeah.
That's how you improve.
Yeah. But as much as I'm not a fan of his, you know what? He has worked. He's worked his way up, or wheeled his way up. But you can't take that away from him. Because, you know what? And I'm going to be very honest with you. You were unofficial. And to this day, I still give you crap. But you're still here. And other ways are. That's all I gotta say. And
That's the one thing. That's just the one thing I've never thought I would ever hear out of anyone else's mouth, especially yours. So honestly, I respect you, Rebel Edge. I respect you. As much as we've had our paths, as much as we've, ooh,
dude. All you did was count when I won matches.
well, that and beat the living shit out of referees, security, the general manager.
How do you become a referee? You like want to become a referee? What degree?
I don't know.
Ref 101.
Ref 101.
Maybe.
Actually, they
What
just
you-
threw me in there.
What-
Actually, funny
what
story.
university did? What were your qualifications?
Funny story. It was actually Blade Lawson who was the one that trained me.
Yeah, but how did you?
How did you change competition?
Well, not really. Actually, just basically just brought me in, told me, "Hey, we need you to be a referee." And first night that was an official, he became a horseman. Shocker! I was actually really shocked.
How do you get the referee shirts from like the Foot Locker?
That's actually not even up to me. I don't even know. Talk to the board of directors because they're the ones.
Wait. So are they your shirts or they give it to you? Or?
I don't know what happened to mine. I think they gave it off to Asbro.
That's nasty.
That's gross.
I don't know. That's not really up to me. That's on them.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
I
Foot Locker
would hope
t-shirts,
so.
you know.
But thank you for the compliment. Much appreciated. And like I said, I respect you. Good luck at Total Chaos.
No, they may want you to leave. Right? I don't know.
It's really up to you guys.
No, I'm just
I want-
Sorry, I'm joking. You can stay. We're just chilling, man. We're just chilling.
Actually, I would love to hear more questions.
Yeah. I mean, do y'all have anything? You want to ask?
Even to roll line.
I really wasn't prepared.
Anything, man. This is your podcast.
Yeah.
You gotta remember.
If you
Ask
could pick a
anything.
number from 1 to 20. Anything.
54.
That's not even in the range. No.
I know. I said 1 through 10. I'm free.
And we ended here. No.
Yeah.
So yes, favorite wrestler.
Uh-huh.
You know, I respect one wrestler that I see today that I've seen grow so much. I mean, I remember seeing him in the NWA days, and I'll tell you a funny story with the Road Horseman and an NWA. AJ Styles, man, love to fight him. I would love to fight him. I mean, will he win? Maybe. Will I lose? Maybe. But it'll be a fight. You know what I mean? It'll be a fight. And it's a fight that, I mean, I've heard that he's even thinking about, he'll sign one more contract and he might be. That's it. But he's a guy that I respect. And going back to NWA, we had the Road Horsemen were approached by NWA when we first had started, before we had joined Road. We were approached by one of the NWA presidents, and he had wanted us to work. It just so happened that other talent, we were ready to go. Other talent kind of folded. It was, just kind of we rushed with NWA, and he was in that circuit around there. So it was like, oh, so close, yet so far. Yeah, it was like,
Edge Styles listening, going in the ring, Rebel Edge.
bring it. And that's exactly Fury.
And I'm glad to put on the referee shirt one more time.
He's like, hold on.
I'll be glad to do that.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, he's, we're both versed in the squared circle and the 6 sides of Fury. So, man, he's, it's good. We're golden this road. That'd be something cool. But that's much respect. Mad respect, man. Gosh, it's a blessing. It's a blessing, and I will say this, and some people are like, "Oh man, he's gonna be holier than thou." Truth of the matter is this: the big man guy, he blessed me with this, and there is no denying that. He blessed me with his talent, and I thank him. I do thank him for that. And some people like, oh, well, there he goes. No, you don't have to.
Yeah.
You don't have to. I just know that, there are kids that don't. There are people that don't. There's things that happen to people that, and I'm very fortunate and blessed. And for as long as my career will go, whether it's taken away a total chaos or whether it's taken away tomorrow, I can know that for the past X amount of years I've been blessed to where I am. In the next chapter, I'll be blessed as well. And I'll never lose that faith, and that's something that I do tell the Rogue University. Rogue University. It didn't just come and oh, I've got this.
You just did knock on the door.
It didn't knock on the door, and I'm like, yeah, now I'm tough, and I'm this, and I'm that. No. It's, I'm very fortunate. I'm very blessed, and I thank him every day because this world's changing. It's different. We'll see. But any other questions?
How long have you been wrestling for? How did you exactly get started?
It was about 20, not 20. It was 2011, 2010, and I was approached by an organization. They wanted me to go in there, and they're like, "Wow, you're vastly knowledgeable with this." And so I started wrestling, and it was so cool. The company went defunct because they wanted to do this thing from the ground up, and so I started training them. And they were like, "Man, you're excelling pretty damn quickly." And I said, "You have the love. You've got to study. When I go up against an opponent, I'm studying tapes, and it's like, okay, all right, I got to counter that. I got to counter this. Got to be prepared for this. You have to." And so when I was training with them, they just never really took off anymore. And I decided I'm going to spin my wheels. Everyone went their own way, and they were just, in this line of business, a lot of people talk and talk and talk and talk. And oh, we're going to do this, and oh, we're going to do that, and oh, we're going to do this, and oh, we're going to do that. And it doesn't happen. Because at the end of the day, it's show me something. There's got to be something put into action. And that's one of the things, because Mr. Harper then contacted me then, because he was like, I don't know if he was affiliated with them in some way, but he knew them. He knew one of the guys that I was training with. And what was it? He contacted me, and, we started talking, and he was like, I'm going to do this. And he had already been in the business. He knew NWA. He was in the industry, and I was like, oh, okay, he's interested. And he's like, I like the road horseman, Okay. Things started going. We had some of our rivalries, and then, boom, he kind of trusted me in the business. Let's see how good you are. I see it. And that's one of the things, Mr. Harper. I get along with his daughter, Brooklyn, because she kind of disrespected him. She took his company from him, I feel. But she took it to another level, so I can't fault her for that. She did. And for someone to say, oh, but she's a woman, and she's this, and she's, oh, well, we've seen this before. No. Don't get me. This was not anywhere near the Dixie Carter. No. She is, and I've met Dixie Carter, and she's cool, and she seems very sweet, but you have to understand, Brooklyn was raised, and she loves her father. That's one thing I can't say that she doesn't. Brooklyn loves her father, and he was always around the business. So that means she was around the business. But she has a savvy. She's, she'll probably hear the podcast and say, oh, she's blushing or whatever. But, because I don't say many nice things about her, but at the end of the day, she took what Mr. Harper's vision was. And we had talked about the 6 sides. I didn't say we had it then. She brought in, and that kind of like, she signed us to a contract. That's kind of where it's like, wow, all right, and I respect it. I respect it because it's his vision, but she's making it happen. So,
Mhm.
so that's cool. And so that leads us all the way to today.
Yeah, question over there?
Three.
What? Three.
Three.
Damn.
That was my question.
Who's been y'all's greatest rivalry?
Chaos.
I gotta say.
Man, okay. Chaos from the inception that we, Rogue started taking from even a little bit before. People were going after the Rogue Horsemen and attacking crows. And we didn't know who it was. And then, Rogue Uprising, the very first Rogue Uprising happens and Chaos comes on. Or, no. My bad. Too many bumps to it or something. It was total chaos. And he came out on the video. He's become one of my nemesis. Like he was. We had wars against each other. And he has his Legion army, and he had Beast, and he had all of these other people like Burnout. And I was like, man, this guy. Hey, I know you can hate me, but it was a little bit more than that. Like, I want to get rid of you. And, cool, bring the fight. He brought it. I just think that with him, it was really shocking. Because when I unmasked him, all I saw was, Ozzy Mercer was like I said, me and his brother started in the business together. He passed away in Mexico. And so it's a little hard. It's hard.
You need to get to a tissue.
No. It's hard because I took care of it all to kind of make up for it. And when I unmasked him and saw him, it hit close to him. And I've reached out. And nothing, And he wants a war. Get the war. He wants a belt. Anytime, any place. But this one it does hit close to home. So we'll see. But yeah, that's a rivalry. Yeah, still goes. And I hope, because I've reached out, and I hope he can. I hope we can fix this. Because it's his family hasn't heard from him. And that's like, dude, he lost one, and now he lost another. Yeah, it says heartbreak. Yeah, I have this picture of me, and it's like, damn, it's crazy. But anyway, yeah, that's right.
When are you gonna step in the ring full time?
Time comes. I promise you this, Revelation. Whether it be you or anyone, I will light it up.
And lose one.
Ooh. Already placing your bets already, huh?
No. So you want it? Can I ask him a question?
Yeah, go
I'm
ahead.
gonna ask him. Okay, so you want to be a warrior, right? Why?
More than anything.
Why? Yeah.
What does anybody else do?
No. Why do you want to be a warrior? I'm not asking about anybody else because you have said that you want to step into that six sense of fury. And this is my problem. This is my problem with everyone. Everybody wants to do it, but they don't want to work for it. Now, granted, you work to where you've gotten now. Why? Why do you want to step into the six sense of fury? And why do you think that you're good enough to step into the six sense of fury? You see what we do all day, every day. And you think you are ready.
Why? Why am I here in Rogue?
Yeah.
Why do I want to be a warrior?
Yeah.
To carry this company to the top. To bring it beyond. To push it beyond. To be with the best and face off against the best. Win or lose, I'm here to stay no matter what. Tap out or get disqualified, I'm here to stay. I'm not like any of the other warriors. I'm not going anywhere. You've broken my arm, I'm still here. You've beaten me to near death with a chair, I'm still here. Concussed, I'm still here, no matter what, I've stayed. Why? Because this is my passion.
Okay, so what do you want to be a warrior? That's all I was asking. You want to be a warrior? Gosh. But no, I mean, that's cool. Have you talked to Harper about it?
Don't need to. I'm just gonna take it. Nice. Nice. Any other questions?
We're gonna make shirts for work. Just like take the Rogue logo and just
Just keep it rolling.
Better yet, just to save money, I'm just gonna scratch it on.
There you go, scratch
She-
it.
she's thinking-
Productive.
yeah,
No,
production.
You know that. You know
just sell them. There you go.
that's good. Too. That's good. They'll probably release them at that point. That would also be good. No, I'm joking.
I'm not gonna lie, with every single person that has been released before Warren Revelation, Rogue has made a lot of enemies.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. At the end of the day, love is or hate is. Everyone has an option, right? Everyone has an option. If they like Rogue, cool. If they don't, change the channel. You know what? I mean, you got that freedom. You know what I mean? And the thing is, it's about us to be the best. That's what it's all about. You know, and it's our job to keep them there. And one of the things that we pride ourselves in, Rogue has had 250 to 520 in attendance. We've never gone under that. We push the envelope. And we are so blessed with the Rogue Nation, the Rogue Horsemen Outlaws, and everybody that has tuned into Rogue. And some have asked, well, shoot, is Rogue just staying in Robstown and Corpus, or what else? All I can say is I've heard rumblings, and there's a lot to come. And I hope I'm around to see it. But I will say that it's growing. It's growing. I'm excited for what's to come.
Prediction.
Oh yeah. Any more questions?
I have none right now. I have that one question about the shirts.
Ah, yeah.
Oh yeah, the t-shirts. Oh. Showtime comes, you'll see them.
Make a pin. Let me know about that.
Look at that. Oh, hey.
Everything.
You know what?
Advertisement.
There you go.
I
That
wear
would
them
be,
on every video. I wear the strap jacket on every video.
Everything.
yeah.
I've been advertising already with this poster.
So you gotta talk to merch about that. Why not make some buttons or some patches?
Not buttons, pins. do things.
Enamel.
I hate buttons so much.
I'll talk to Merch about that. Let's see what happens.
Even
That would be awesome.
patches too.
I know I had some Funko Pops a while back. You also have those?
Yeah, I think that they might. I think that they. I don't know exactly. I know they had some of them. I don't know what's going on. He talks more to Brooklyn Harper than I do.
Saw that like at RomesCon 2007.
Yeah,
To,
yeah, and they had
they had Rick Gold. They had
yeah.
uh, what's that?
I hadn't even seen that guy. Have you all heard? I haven't. No,
Haven't seen.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, wasn't he supposed to show for some show? And
Though I worked close with Brooklyn Harper and Marcus Bodega, there was no sign of Vic Bolt. By the time I had showed up to the show, questions were asked about Vic
Yeah.
Bolt.
and he hasn't been. So
Dang.
Got on more pops of those, huh? Really cool.
No more.
I don't know. Maybe not. I know they had. Did they have some with them last year?
We still got some pops. We got some pops of though he's unmasked of chaos, and we also have some of not to be cocky or promote you. You can do that to your own damn self. Level Edge.
Oh,
We still have some available.
You throw some
Just
of the
hey,
wrestling
just show up.
collection.
There you
Yeah,
go.
put it
There
on
you
the
go.
Do you have Alejandro Alvarez III?
Yes.
With the Teclache?
Yeah.
Forgot about
Hey, they have man.
Should throw the Teclache in there.
Yeah. You know what? I got and this is the funniest thing. I got a big kick out of this for Christmas. I was like, what the hell is going on? I get this package right, and I'm like, it doesn't have a name. It doesn't have anything. I open it up. It's an AA3 shirt. I'm like, dude, are you kidding me?
Oh, it's you got one too?
Yeah, the one with the dollar bill.
Oh, guys.
I'm like, I don't know. I know I got one. I think Blade may have gotten one as well.
Jerk. He told me I was special.
You know, and
He gave me
yeah,
that shirt saying I was soon to be his biggest fan, but now knowing they sent it out.
he may have sent. I don't know, but I was like, what?
If he wants, he can send us one.
You know, there you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Or go on a podcast.
Yeah.
We have a couple of guests booked up. Go on a podcast soon, and you can bring some shirts.
Oh, yeah, there you
There you
go.
go.
There you go. Well, he'll since he's a representative, make sure to let him know, and I'm pretty sure he can get.
I'll get into contact with him, but it's to be honest with you, dealing with Alejandro Alvarez III, and yes, I legally have to say his whole name legally.
Say it 3 times fast.
Go.
I don't have enough
Try
energy
it.
for that.
Try it.
Alejandro Alvarez III.
He failed. Tiff, your turn.
Nope, I ain't doing it.
Michael.
Franco, why not?
I looked and I was like,
disrespect my own podcast.
Well, you like Edge. You like. I'm
there you
sorry.
go.
I'm sorry, Franco.
He won it all, man.
You were very powerful.
So I'm sorry.
Alejandro Alvarez III, Alejandro Alvarez III.
No.
No, he's like, no.
AA3.
But yes, I've been trying to get into contact with his legal team. They have been a major headache. I don't know what's worse, dealing with AA3 or his legal department. And believe me, it's hard to get him just to even show up at the show.
Diva.
I remember the other day.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, showing up from all. I just thought bump into him.
Re-
That was that easy for me.
So casual.
What did he tell you?
$3 bill on my face until he walked off.
Yeah, that's him.
On behalf of Rogue, Franco, we apologize.
That's my line.
You know, well, I am the Rogue World Champion. And you know what? I'll make sure to hold him so Franco, you can slap the crap out of him and stuff that dollar in his mouth. If I ever fight him, if I ever beat his, I've already beat him twice.
He beat you once.
You know what?
One.
You know what? You're right. You're right. That's when that creepy little bastard came in and cost me the match.
Oh, okay, so I didn't know that. It's chaos.
Yeah. It's like, dude, that guy has been, he's caused me more headaches and heartaches, but
When was that when? Was it whenever he put that if he loses, he'll be a ref or a representative?
No, I believe that was in his match against Sledge.
Oh, it was against Sledge.
Yeah, it was against Sledge.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was against you. Okay.
No.
You have no idea about that moment. Before the show, when I was talked to about that, this was when I wasn't official. They told me, hey, so if Alejandro Alvarez III loses, you have to be the one to train him to be a referee.
Yeah, how do you train?
I screamed. I screamed from the top of my lungs. Please, for the love of God, no. Please.
You know what? They should
Like a montage.
They should do. That's what I was gonna say. A montage of and sweat like dripping down from their head. 1, 2.
Feet on the rope. Feet on the rope.
There you go. You know what I mean? That would be.
And then it has to be like a high upbeat 80s song in the
Yeah.
background.
Ding, 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 with a little head, an armband, and it's also like, what? No.
Funny story about the armband.
Oh,
When I wasn't official, I chose a big mistake wearing Under Armour under my official shirt.
Oh.
So when the cameras shot me, it showed my arm doing this. And for a good 3 years, I was nicknamed Nub in the whole company.
Cross used to
It was
Cross would tease him so bad to where one time I actually said, Cross, you have to do the break. And then he was like, why? I think you went crying to the I hate that. I'm not one for bullying. But it was funny. I didn't know that. I didn't know the reason though.
At first,
I didn't know why.
it pissed me off, but then when you sooner or later in life, you start to just take the bad and you just make it good. Honestly, as a referee, I just wanted to sell that t-shirt. I just wanted to sell that.
He wanted to put it on eBay. This is a Nub shirt. Like
Change your name to Nubs.
Nubs.
No.
Oh, that's a good wrestling name.
Damien Nubs.
No, you just gotta drop Rourke, just Nubs.
Yeah, just
Damien Nubs.
yeah.
Damien.
It was off tongue.
I love it.
You know, I can blame myself for this podcast.
Yes.
I've dug my grave.
You can
I'll
say,
tell you what,
I will nub you.
All right. Nub said.
Nub said.
Damn.
Nub said. Tip, that rocks.
First
Damn.
T-shirt. First T-shirt.
First t-shirt. Nub.
I'll buy one.
That's right.
You probably the only one. I'll buy
It's
one.
all about the nubs. That's right. It's
I have
all
an
about
idea. Light it up. Nub said.
Nub said. There you go.
See, take.
Nub
That
it
wasn't
up.
good.
Light it up. Are you gonna be wearing like a light up jacket? Or are you gonna bring candle to the ring? How does that work?
I did talk to.
Or Skechers? You're gonna be wearing light up Skechers.
I did talk to the
That'll be pretty
officials.
down.
And they told me no.
Achilles.
Every single time I would bring it up in conversation to General Manager Bordega, he'd tell me nope. Every time he'd keep telling me no, and I'm like, come on, man. And every single time Bordega would tell me no, because you're gonna steal the camera shot from me. I go, come on, Bordega, that's my job. I'm here to light it up. He goes, no, you're here to be a professional.
You should bring a lamp to the ring. Like, Nubs here.
Damn.
Man.
Damn.
No, you know what? He doesn't even have to carry it with his nubs.
Ah,
That would be good.
all magical, like just going like this. It's just hovering like right in front of me. Just
While you're at it, you might do is
Just nub it.
do the crab walk to the ring. Yeah.
Yeah.
While you're at it, man.
I ain't done enough cardio for that.
There you go. See, he brought this upon himself.
Fair
None
enough.
of us.
Fair enough.
None of
I'm here just for the comedy relief.
There you go.
Just while at the same time you guys come up with more questions, which it is.
I think we had some more questions.
Yeah. Tiffany
Yeah,
and
right.
Franco.
Oh yeah, right this time, Franco.
I apologize. It's just Marco Bordega has been, dude, that guy texts me so much it becomes annoying.
Oh, his first name is Marco?
Marco.
Oh, I like my brother-in-law confused me. Yeah, Marco.
You really?
Kayla's my sister.
Really? Are you kidding me?
I thought you knew.
I didn't know about the rated R. I didn't know that. That was my blown
Now
away.
you're like,
Now I'm like, wow, we'll talk after. You know what I mean? But that's insane. That's cool. That's cool. Good
Well,
people.
do we have any more questions?
Question over there, Mr. Yeah, that looks like Post Malone so much.
It really does. And even though the vibe of the shirt does too.
It reminds me of that.
You
Yeah.
think that was a great question.
Oh, looking down at it too.
Oh,
That was actually the best
I love
photo
that.
I've ever seen. Honestly, I went to RomesCon just to help promote the show, and when I saw you guys, I was like, wow. These guys are
Mm-hmm.
y'all are doing amazing, and I just want to say thank you for doing this kind of this podcast. And we're blessed to be here. You know, I didn't know he was going to be here, but I'm pretty sure that it's been fun. It's been
You've
fun.
been here all day, right? Can
Yeah.
you at least do some cleaning?
Well, it is Friday. The cleaning maid is on Friday. He did turn one of the pictures for me. It does seem like he did.
See, yeah, that's a lot of it. Right?
Yeah.
Hey, you got a new job.
The cleaning maid.
Kept cleaning up after other people's messes.
Hey, don't you dare insult them. They are not messy.
Wasn't talking to them.
Don't you dare insult bad boy. What are you?
Wasn't talking to him.
Don't you dare insult.
Don't
you.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah. No.
Nick,
No.
did you have a question?
Yeah. You weren't.
It was right there at the tip of the tongue. And then,
Yeah,
and
I
then,
saw it.
Went to the hook.
That was a good one. Nope, that was a good one. That was a good one.
That was the question myself, maybe. Why? No, man, he was just
Ask it.
He's gonna ask.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, did I?
Did I turn off the stove?
Did
Oh
I
no!
turn- oh my God.
He didn't lock the door. That explains why I'm here.
You came from the vet, right?
Right?
Right. I didn't close the
He's
window.
like,
He's like, let me see.
duh.
He's like,
Let me ask you, how did this podcast come about? Like, has anyone asked you that?
2 years already.
Okay, cool. Then
Here we go.
you know,
yes, now.
No, just pretty much before the podcast was Wrestling Kingdom in 2017, RomesCon.
Uh-huh.
We helped out a buddy of ours,
HW.
yeah, Hoodwreck Entertainment, Daniel. We're doing RomesCon there, and we bumped into a few of y'all guys, and then we got there, did that. We like working conventions, so we're like, we need to make our own shop. I always wanted my own shop. So I was like, you know what? Next year I'll do a convention on my own, and I'm my own shop. Well, that was this year, or 2018. We had 2 conventions.
At the ending of Realms. No.
Well, that's when it started, but we went that in like in July, I think, or August. We did a podcast, a week podcast, because we're about to move in together.
Yes,
September.
yes.
So it made perfect sense to do a podcast. September 5th, I believe, was our first podcast every Wednesday after All In. The Wednesday after All
that's
In.
awesome.
And just started that. You know, there's no podcast in Corpus. Well, at least we never heard of any big podcasts in Corpus. If not, they're going to get their names out there more.
Yeah.
And all it takes to do podcasts, honestly, is mic, a topic. If you're by yourself, a topic. If you have a friend, and a topic. And just talk. I used to do music, so I always used GarageBand, and that's just the way I record yourself. Right?
Oh yeah,
And that's pretty much how it started.
that's awesome. Well, I mean, I wish you a lot of luck, man. And y'all I'm here. And I'm pretty sure
I'm hiding somewhere.
you'll be.
The vent, I guess.
So
I
like, we
explained
should
why it gets hot when we're put 60 degrees.
That's why.
watch one day. They're gonna be like, we should do another podcast with Rogue. Hello.
Oh my God.
Like,
Oh my
the
God.
cats are running around and I'm like, oh my
I really
god!
don't know. Where did you came from? Dude, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Though I've been hiding here even though I've been hiding out here all day, I will admire your wrestling collection and your passion for it. I admire it so much.
Absolutely. was like, I married into this, so
Hey.
I mean, this
Hey,
is
made a
all.
good choice.
It's
No, I
wonderful.
mean that's amazing. It's you know.
It's like he's the one that brought me back into the love of wrestling. Like
Yeah,
whenever
when I
we first
got with
dated.
her, I stopped watching for like 3 months.
Really.
I got with her October 2015. Started watching back during 2016. If y'all know what happened during 2016. I
Oh.
understand the question, but okay.
Sorry.
No.
Edge Styles
That's,
made his debut
Yeah.
the Rumble,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
that's when I get back into it. I was like, nope, I don't care if you like it. You're sitting down watching it with me.
actually, you know, the only way I keep up with it is just through highlights. Like, cool, all right,
This happened.
this happened, that happened.
Mhm.
The only one that I just like I said, I think he's an amazing worker. Is AJ Styles, so I'm kind of keep up with that. Him and Ryan Danielson, Daniel Bryan. I'm excited to see him. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Listen to our podcast weekly stuff.
There you
Watch
go.
it.
We watch it for you.
Watch
it on
We
YouTube.
give you your highlights.
See, there you are. No, that's cool.
But yeah, I missed the 3 months where Sting made his very debut and got retired by Seth Rollins. Which I've never been a big fan of Sting, honestly. So I mean, I really wasn't.
Mhm. And
I've always been a big fan of Seth Rollins, though.
This is why I got the ring. I was like, he suffered. I was like,
Yeah.
he suffered enough.
that was a sad. But that's why a lot of I was asked a question: would you ever go back now? Why not? They push one the laundry bag. You see it now. Where's Balor?
Thank you.
Where's Nakamura?
Thank
Where are all of these? You know what? Ryder. I'm not saying that he's amazing, but you know what? If he can get over on a YouTube show and he can capture this audience, and it made them say, okay, here's the ball. And he did all right. I'm not saying he's, oh, yeah, the end all be all.
Did you ever watch that show?
Yeah. He was
It's not being any funny at all. I tried watching it like a
it,
couple weeks ago, and I just didn't get into it.
no,
What was the show? The Long Island.
Z,
Yeah.
Island.
No, it was just
Story.
him being a goof that
Yeah.
he can't get over, and kind of like indirectly sticking it to WWE, like, "Hey, what's up? Don't give me an opportunity." Boom.
Cool.
I did
I'll
like
get
the
you
one
back.
skit where it's like, I'm trying to get over,
Yes.
over the fence. I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, and that's all it was. But it took that drive, because what would you do in a situation like that? You're just put in this, and it's sad because for a whole year, but he didn't wrestle
Mhm.
for this whole year, and he wasn't hurt. I mean, but what, the payday on vacation,
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of sad.
What about all those figures, I guess?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, the podcast about figures, actually. I started
Him
listening to
and
it.
I
but
started-
Hawkins.
I'm a Kurt Hawkins guy over.
Yeah. Hawkins is funny.
I love
Like,
Hawkins.
that's
His
a
shirt,
better
though.
career with Hawkins. I feel like Hawkins is getting more time than Ryder due to the fact that he hasn't won, but they are literally pushing. That's it. He's even got a T-shirt.
It has
literally
all
has
his
all of
losing.
his losing
I
streaks.
wanted so bad, but I'm
Same.
wearing gray t-shirts. I like his glasses.
Yeah.
Oh,
There you go. But no, when they don't push, it's people lose the love for the business, and it's like, wow, and I would never want to lose that love. And be like, so I have no aspirations ever. Oh, what about our next? No, I don't even care. I'm happy where I'm. And I'm very, very happy where I'm at. I'm taking care of it. So it's good.
Mhm.
I don't think I can ever work for WWE. Truth be told, is I know a lot of people are probably listening to this right now, being like, if you're a wrestling fan, not just that, also being working for a wrestling company, how can you say you would never want to be in WWE? Here's why. I would easily get fired on the first day, probably.
he would hug me.
Do you have any tweets that you released like 3 years ago?
Hold on, let's put a pin in that. Whoa, let's put a pin in that.
Let's get. What is your stance on that? On on
Tweets from like decades ago.
yeah.
I think it's
Honestly,
so stupid.
it's
I mean,
stupid.
people
Like,
back in the day used to, like, don't get me wrong, with rape and all that, that's something else. But
Yes.
people back in the day, 2012, they used to joke about that crap. No
back
bad
in
night. In this day and
2009
age,
too, it was
people.
like,
It's cry
stupid.
about this, right? You know, The Rock said, what did he call it?
Snowflake generation.
Snowflake
but he never
generation.
said that.
Yes, yeah, supposedly, you know, but you know, if he didn't say it, I'll say it. So you know, it's just like it is. It is like you can't do anything without someone crying.
Yeah.
They had a podcast. They said this. Oh, boo, boo, boo. You know, they said this. I don't like
even like our favorite TV shows, like Family Guy, they already took out doing the gay jokes
Oh,
already because it's no longer that kind of. I'm like, excuse me, but those were good jokes.
They have changed. Everybody has to be watching their P's and Q's, and you know, and okay, we understand, but they're targeting comedians, they're targeting Kevin Hart, they're targeting Bryan Singer. You know, that got him out of Guardians of the Galaxy. They're targeting. So
They
many
tried to
people.
target a whole bunch of wrestlers in you know, in
Oh,
their
yes.
company.
Lars
Like,
Sullivan, and
Lars
then
Sullivan.
just recently signing Trevor Lee.
Uh-huh.
His stuff got leaked over this past couple of days,
You know,
and he's actually a real good wrestler.
oh
So
yes,
for
yes,
him,
yes.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
You know, but that's what it's coming to. It's if we look back to when we were younger, it's like, okay, you know, you gotta have a little bit of tough skin. You know, whether they're gonna say something racial, they're gonna say something derogatory. I'm not saying that it's right or whatever, and I don't condone cyberbullying or any of that, but those people that are complaining about this, it is a form of cyberbullying. For them to go and search all of that stuff up.
4
Where's the
years,
time?
4 years,
Yeah.
5 years, like,
Yeah,
I
so-
went back through all my freaking tweets. I have like 200 tweets. I'm like, that's too many.
yeah. So,
like,
but that means they had malintent, and they were wanting to do harm to you by bringing up something that was so. You know, at the end of the day, it's like, okay, let's rip everyone down, and that's what it's turned into. Don't say anything. I'm gonna rip you down. Don't say anything. Oh, Tiffany said this, and Franco said, "Oh, this." So you know what? Let's boycott her. You know, and I just, to me, at this point, it's like, look, you don't like it. You don't like that show, that comedy show. Don't go. You don't like that movie. Don't go see it. You don't like that wrestling program. Don't go see it. You know, it's kind of like this. Some like Rogue. Some don't like Rogue. Some don't like me, Rebel Edge. Some like Rebel Edge, and that's cool. But you have your choice on which warrior or whoever you want to go for it, and that is your choice. But if you are just going with malintent to try to rip and knock down someone's hard work, and you're putting them, you know, at the forefront, and you're trying to like just, okay, we're gonna go ahead and just put you out there, and we're gonna leave you out for everyone to see and expose you and exploit you and just tear you down and break your career.
It's crazy. You really have to have no life if you're really going to go back 4 years. 4 years. You really have to have all that time just to go back 4 years to look back at someone's past. I've learned in life sometimes, and not physically or literally, you got to get hit. Physically or emotionally, you got to get hit. It's like in road. You cannot get far in road if you're scared to get hit, you can't be here. If you're in road, you got to take a hit. No crying, no bitching, no moaning. Get back up and deal with it. That's why this guy, as much as me and him have had our differences, he keeps getting back up. As much as he's broken my arm or knocked my ass out, I've gotten back up. This is the point of this business. You got to keep getting back up. Yeah, you messed up 2 years ago. Yeah, you messed up 4 years ago. Hell, a long time ago, I've made some mistakes too. I almost lost my job. I almost lost my dream. Got back up. I didn't let it get me down. I didn't let anybody stop me. If you have the passion for something, either it be comedy, professional wrestling, entertainment, you don't let anybody stop you. No one.
I just on Instagram I wrote to Kevin because of some things that he said. There he was gonna do an award show or something like that. Someone Good Morning America. And he was like, I'm done. You know what? I'm not gonna give it any more of my energy. I've apologized like 3-4 times. I'm done. I'm over it. I don't need to give it that attention anymore. And he goes, it's about positivity now. I'm going out there and I'm going to have fun and I'm good. If you accept my apology, great. If you don't, then fine. And that's the way it's gotta be. But I just find it that this world is becoming really you have to walk on eggshells now about every single thing you say. And sometimes they're like, oh no, speak up if there's a problem. And the moment you do, you get persecuted because they don't like what you say. So, it's just kind of crazy.
It's crazy on how we went from getting ready for total chaos to this. So
What podcast does?
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, you know what? It all comes full circle because at the end of the day, the Warriors, we don't like each other. But why? Our philosophies, our way of training, it's different. Our styles are different. And at the end of the day, it's a war. And the war is in the success, the fury, and that's something that will continue. And it's very symbolic to what's going on now. The war is still there. We just find it different type of war. So it does come to total chaos. Well, is that where everything's leading to chaos? People will rebel. No pun intended.
Right when you said it, I was like,
But even then, even in chaos, when the smoke clears, there still will always be another war, another chaos. This company will never stop. This man will never stop. I will never stop. Come total chaos, keep showing up, we're never stopping. No matter what. You people show up. We will never stop. You can boo me, cheer me, you can boo this guy or cheer him. But when you see what he does and what I say, you'll keep coming back for more. They always come back for more.
Go rogue. Why? Because that's simply the dirty truth. Boom!
And with that, we'll just end out the live video. So I guess next video.
bye guys.